The seasons. I love the seasons in the Southeast. I grew up in Los Angeles. We're pretty much 75 and sunny, 365 days a year. So it was nice to move someplace where you could feel time move and recognize that that has an impact on your work and on who you are. When the fall comes, it's time to settle down in front of the computer and write a screenplay. Or the winter, spring, I don't want to be inside, you know. Summertime, it's time to go to the river. Oh, it's fall again. Oh, it's time to cook something up. This the breathing of the earth is good for the human psyche. And I can't say enough about how that has been a gift in my life. I don't think that the busy times in my career like that, or when I went on tour through France as Julius Caesar with the National Theatre of France, are the times that make you say, I gotta quit. Those are the times that make you feel glad to be doing what you're doing. It's the dead times. It's the times between jobs, which sometimes stretch out for interminably long periods of time, that make you second guess what you're doing with your life. It's very hard to be in between jobs, and you're in between jobs a lot as an actor. Teaching helps. I was given the gift of being told that I could also teach with my life back in 2000, 2001 by my mentor, Tonio Melendez in Los Angeles, who told me that teaching is a skill, not a talent, which means you can get better with practice. No one is born a great teacher. You become a great teacher by practicing and faking it till you make it, as they say, right? You act like a good teacher until you are a good teacher. So being in a conversation with young people who are hungry to learn and hungry to try and are still hungry to experiment, it keeps me on my toes in a really wonderful way. If I'm in the right headspace, every day I learn something. Some student watches a film that I've assigned and notices something or gives some piece of feedback. And if I'm listening more than I'm talking, which is not something a lot of us do very well. Remember that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth because we're supposed to be listening twice as much as we speak. Then I will hear them and I will say, wow, I didn't see that. Interesting, thank you. My students sometimes write their research papers and I'll just write them back. I'll go, thank you. I did not know that. That's so cool. That'll happen every day if I let it. And that's definitely something that keeps you in good spirits, is remaining a lifelong learner, right? And that's what I hope I'm teaching my students more than anything. Not that I'm some wise person bestowing my wisdom upon you, but that I'm teaching my students how to learn, how to continue learning after they leave school, to learn from every on-set experience, every theatrical experience. How do you keep it? How do you journal it? How do you incorporate it into your knowledge base? Then I've really given them something. Then we're really talking about giving someone a fishing pole instead of a fish. Because the fish that I can give somebody is very much limited by my own personal experience, and my experience is not going to be your experience. It just isn't. Coming to campus here 3 days a week, seeing you all, seeing students doing their thing is inspiring. It reminds me of what I'm doing this for, and that I'm actively engaged in the process of throwing my arm back over the wall to pick people up after me, because that's what we should all be thinking of doing. If any of us get anywhere, reach back, help some more people over. Share your experience, strength, and hope.